If you are the parent of a 16 to 18-year-old kid, there is something you need to understand about high schools. They are college pipelines. That is their primary function. It is to sell your kid a college degree. And according to the Education Data Initiative report that just came out, which combines BLS and NCES data, they said that it's going to cost $104,000 on average. And most graduates take 5.5 years to graduate. So before your child spends 6 figures and 5.5 years of their life getting this piece of paper from a college, there are 3 conversations that I am begging you to have with them, please, for you and for them. Number 1 on this list is, please, for the love of all that is good, look up if it is actually legally required for them to have a degree in order to get the job or career that they're looking for. Your child does not need a college degree to be an accountant. They do legally need a college degree in order to become a licensed CPA. It's in the law. Gotta have it. Your child does not need a college degree to be an airline pilot. Not legally required for licensure. Your child's interested in cybersecurity or software development. Your child does not need a college degree in order to get a license to do those things. They can just build a skill stack and then pursue those things. Your child wants to work in marketing? There are no legal licenses in marketing. Your child can just go get a job in marketing. 2, and I'm going to address this because I can already hear the why mine wants to be a teacher, mine wants to be a nurse, mine wants to be a social worker. So yeah, do they? Do they really? Because if they have not volunteered in that environment, or at least had some sort of entry-level position in that environment, school, hospital, clinic, nonprofit, whatever social work office they might want to work in, you are letting them walk headlong into something that they are just not prepared for. They are a child. They do not know. They think. They suppose. They hypothesize. Because high schools are a college pipeline and they have been telling them to pick. Because over the past 2 years working with Degree Free and helping people through this vehicle, I have seen and heard some stories that would break your heart. And a lot of times it's because they were people that got into these fields that had no idea what they were in for. And they paid to get into them, and then they were too deep, and it was really, really, really difficult and really, really, really painful for them to back out and change their life direction much later than they would have had to if they had just been able to dip their toes in the pool first and see if they actually want to work in those types of environments. And then the third conversation that you need to have with them is, does the work or job that they are trying to go spend time and money on a college degree to help them get, is it going to allow them to live the way they want to live? And by that I mean accomplishing their actual goals in life. You're their parents. You know. They want to foster dogs. They want to buy an apartment in a specific city. They want to travel to Timbuktu. They want to learn a language or a skill or a sport. Is whatever they're doing, is their debt going to be so high that they are now going to be unable to actually pursue those things? A lot of these teenagers have no idea what's out there. They face a slightly different problem than we did, which is not knowing any of the options. But now, not only do they not know really any of the options, but the options that are thrown at them are so numerous that they still don't know because they're overwhelmed. And you have to remember, if you only have a hammer, then everything's a nail. Teachers and guidance counselors have been taught to teach from a college menu. Those are the tools that they have been given. That is how they chose their own jobs. It is unlikely that they know that your child can be a court reporter or a paralegal and out-earn the median college graduate without having to get a college degree at all. It is unlikely that they know that your child can be a graphic designer without buying a college degree. Why? Because in their system, if they look it up, it is going to say that a graphic designer requires a bachelor's degree. It doesn't. It requires a portfolio of work. It requires certain proficiencies and skill sets that your child can learn on their own or in structural programs that are much faster and much cheaper than college. You have to talk them through these things. You have to make sure that they don't do this because they feel like they must and they feel like they don't know how else they would get to their goals. I'm using software as an example, but this could be for any field under the sun. Yes, medical. Yes, business. Yes, trades. All the things. If you do nothing else, please have these conversations with your children. They need to have them with someone, and they need to have them specifically with you. You can save them a world of hurt.